Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Breaking news for you from Eritrea. 10-point strong, fierce statement has been issued by Eritrean government just an hour ago. This is the first time that Ethiopian government is being directly attacked by the Eritrean government. Unprecedented tensions are being seen between the two countries. What is Eritrea saying? Which 10 points are mentioned? Let's analyze this statement. I'll repeat once. 2024 was the year of Ethiopia-Somalia tension. Luckily, no war broke out. The diplomatic tension stopped short of military escalation. 2025 is the year of Ethiopia-Eritrea tension. Will there be just diplomatic tension or will there be armed hostilities? But no, temperature is rising very rapidly. Temperature is rising now between the two countries. We know that Mulato Tishome wrote an article for Al Jazeera yesterday. Mulato is former Ethiopian president. He served as EPRDF president, served as a minister, served as speaker too. And I said, analyzing the article, that the article was not Mulato's individual opinion. It was basically opinion of the Ethiopian government of PM Abiy. That is why when Eritrea responded today, it did not address Mulato only. It addressed Ethiopia. Eritrea is now clear that what Mulato wrote is a manifestation of Ethiopian policy towards Eritrea. That is why Eritrean government did not pull any punches today. It addressed Ethiopia. It addressed Ethiopian government. That is why it is alarming that now the tension is official. Confrontation is official between the two sides. It was between the activists, journalists of the two sides last year, this year, now it is official. Two sides, and I have not seen, by the way, such a long statement issued by Eritrean government against any country in recent months or even years. This is the first time. And I did not see any strongly worded statement against a country by Eritrea in recent months. First time. It just shows how dire the situation is, how alarming the bilateral tensions are. Eritrea says. The statement came through Ministry of Information of Eritrea. It quoted the article written by Mulato Teshome, which I did two videos on yesterday and today. Eritrean government says that TPLF waged war on Eritrea in 1998. It remained in control of Eritrean sovereign territories like Badme. It violated the decision of Ethiopia-Eritrea Boundary Commission. In 2018, Eritrea reconciled with Ethiopia because, according to the statement, PM Abiy's government agreed to implement Ethiopia-Eritrea Boundary Commission verdict. I don't know if it was officially announced or not. Back then, when the two countries signed peace deal, did they officially announce that they'll implement Ethiopia-Eritrea Boundary Commission verdict? Or did they just say that they respect each other's sovereignty and their integrity, a statement which is open interpretation? But Eritrea says that PM Abiy's government in 2018 promised that it will implement Ethiopia-Eritrea Boundary Commission verdict 2022. That is why Eritrea reconciled with Ethiopia. Then war broke out in 2020. Almost quote unquote, I'm sharing with you the crux of the statement by Eritrean Ministry of Information. Then war broke out. Here, Eritrean government says that TPLF had plans about Asmara too. Means it wanted to marched towards Asmara. And secondly, Ethiopian government requested Eritrea to be involved in the war. And Ethiopian contingents of Northern Command, they took shelter in Eritrea because they were attacked by Tigray fighters on the night of 3rd of November 2020. Yes, everyone knows it happened. So it was Ethiopia which requested Eritrea to support the Ethiopian government in the fight against Tigray fighters. Yes, this is what the case is, but the two were on board before the start of war. Abiy and Isas were on board before the start of war. It didn't happen overnight. Next, in the statement, next point is about Pretoria. Eritrea says Pretoria is Ethiopia's internal matter. Eritrea has nothing to do with it. How it is being implemented or not, it is not Eritrea's concern. But a new campaign has been launched by Ethiopian government. It wants access to ports either legally or militarily if necessary. This is what the core dispute is now between the two countries, it seems. Eritrea believes that Ethiopian policy about ports is that it wants access to neighboring countries' ports either legally or through the use of force. And that is why Ethiopia has launched a campaign against Eritrean government. MOU is mentioned too. Ethiopia-Somaliland MOU is also mentioned in this statement. That MOU was signed and that led to start of tensions in the region. In the end, the Eritrean government says that basically Ethiopia is the center of actions which lead to instability, destabilization in the entire Horn of Africa. Ethiopia accuses Eritrea of destabilizing the Horn of Africa. Eritrea says no. Ethiopia is basically destabilizing the entire Horn of Africa, firstly. Secondly, the Eritrean government says that there is ongoing war in the Amhara region. There are issues in the country. Ethiopia wants to externalize its problems. It wants to scapegoat Eritrea. Panacea for Ethiopia is scapegoating Eritrea, externalizing Ethiopian internal issues. Eritrean forces are not in control of any Ethiopian territories. Mentioned in the statement, Eritrean military is deployed on the land given to Eritrea by Ethiopia-Eritrea Boundary Commission verdict. Eritrea is following the decision. The campaign by some groups in Ethiopia that Eritrea is in occupation of Ethiopian territories is false. It's not correct. It's a long statement. Almost I mentioned all the points which are the main points in the statement. This is a situation now that we're seeing a head-on collision by the two countries. If there is no intervention, we could see head-on collision. So far, it's diplomatic. It's only exchange of statements, exchange of hot words. But who knows? Ethiopia says that Eritrea is conspiring with people at the Bretian and Fanos to make northern Ethiopia a war zone, to wage another war in Ethiopia, in the Horn of Africa. Eritrea says, no, you have your internal problems. You want to drag Eritrea into your internal conflicts. You want to have access to sea by force. It won't happen. By the way, I have been proposing for almost 2 years, 3 years, that there should be some level of talks, some sort of talks between Tigray and Eritrea, Ethiopia and Eritrea. I've been saying channels of communication should not be cut off. There should be regular communication, regular meetings. But Since Pretoria, we saw gradual distancing between the two sides. Eritrea says it's not. It has nothing to do with Pretoria, but it is not happy with the way Pretoria is being implemented. It wants to crush TPLF. TPLF has managed to survive. And now Ethiopia training, arming, funding Eritrean opposition groups. Eritrea doing the same. Backing Fano, in touch with the Debrecen group TPLF. Let's see. I hope that better sense will prevail. People of this region cannot afford a war. They suffered a lot in the 2-year-long Tigray war. Amhara region, you see what is happening there. There is no full-scale war in Amhara, and 60% of students are out of schools. Businesses closed. Regions being kidnapped. If war breaks out in northern Ethiopia, in Eritrea, people will suffer. It would be tragic. That is why people, those who have voices, they should put pressure upon both countries. Please lower the temperature. Talk, sit, exchange views. Don't just provoke each other. You are provoking people against other people too, which could have alarming consequences. Thanks for watching.